Good morning, good morning, good morning. I know it's early. I know it's early. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. This is your home girl, Arabia Barbosa, 914, Westchester County, New York. The BT 1000 is in the motherfucking house. The BT 1000 is in the motherfucking house. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Now, I had a wonderful day yesterday, you guys. I went to work. We was only there for maybe 5 hours. The man ended up writing on the ticket 7. And then I have to go on my other job tomorrow morning, starting at 6 and ending at 10. Not too far from here. I think the job, well, I not only think, I know because I looked it up on my phone. That particular job I'm going to tomorrow is only 30 minutes away from the house. It's going in the same direction as if I'm walking downtown. I'm not walking downtown this morning. I'm going to take the bus this morning. Shout out to the chat. Good morning. Good morning, Tamika. Shout out to you. How you feeling, Tamika? I hope everything is well with you, Tamika. Unfortunately, I had looked at the YouTube streets yesterday and I heard about your situation, but I'm not going to linger on it. I'm not going to linger on it. I'm just going to, because you know how I feel about Garrick and all those clowns over there. I don't have a very high opinion of them. And I'm right about them. I'm right. They show every day that I'm right. Shout out to the chat. Yeah, but tomorrow morning I have to leave this house way before 6 to even get to the job on time. And I'm going to that job because of the app. The app I downloaded into my phone. So I'm going there tomorrow. And once I get there, I clock in. And only thing I'm doing tomorrow is cleaning up the store. That's all I'm doing. Taking out trash, wiping down shelves, cleaning out the coolers, stuff like that. That's all I'm doing tomorrow. Hopefully, this app I'm going on, the fact that I applied for other jobs, I will no longer be working construction cleanup. I would stay on with the company I'm with right now, but they only have construction, labor, cleanup jobs, and I don't like doing it. I've never liked doing construction labor, cleaning. Even when I was 28 years old, 30 years old, in my 40s, never did I like it. But as I'm getting older, I'm starting to discover that I don't have the same abilities I had when I was 28 or when I was 35 or when I was even 40. Things change. Nothing remains the same. Everything changes. Shout out to the chat. Yep. So everything changes. But we got a lot going on these YouTube streets. I'm not turning a blind eye. I'm not turning a blind eye to anything I've been seeing and hearing. but I have not been in certain chats because I have decided, because over the weekend I really didn't look at the YouTube streets at nighttime during the evening hours. When I came back yesterday, all hell was breaking loose on these YouTube streets. All hell was breaking loose on these YouTube streets. And it's between some of my YouTube creators. It's between people I'm subscribed to. And both of these individuals, I like them, I enjoy them, I respect them. So I'm not going to make any comments about what I heard or what I saw. Because we got enough of that going on this app. We got enough of that going on in this sector. I don't agree with the bullshit because a lot of it is just bullshit. A lot of it is just they don't like each other, so they're going to argue and they're going to beef, they're going to riff, they're going to disrespect each other, they're going to make each other look bad. And I'm not down with that. I'm not down with all that mess. You know? I mean, it's been going on for a while, but now it's coming to a head. And I feel that the tide is changing. And I do feel like certain things are going to change. Certain people are going to look a certain way. People already look at them a certain way. Now it's going to be 10 times worse. So I'm not going to even make any comment about it. I wish I never heard it. I wish I never saw it, because I can't pretend that I don't see and hear. I can't pretend that. But I'm not going to make any comment. Not at this particular time. I'm not going to do it. Yeah, man. And I'm glad that I stopped drinking. I'm glad that I stopped drinking. Because when I did go on these YouTube streets, I was able to navigate actually where I fucking wanted to go. And I don't like going in spaces where I'm being disrespected. I don't like going in spaces where I don't feel comfortable. So, I'm going to tell you right now, when Sister T went live, I went over there. I went over there because there's no disrespect. There's no one over there trying to make me feel uncomfortable. And you know, sit there, listen to the content, enjoy the music, enjoy, what's going on. Then when I left from that channel, I went to another channel. But I'm not interested in all the bullshit. We got too much going on. We got too much going on, man. And I see what's getting ready to happen right in front of my eyes, and I do not fucking like it. I think that some people on this app just hit below the belt. I think some people on this app are distasteful. I think some people on the app don't need to be on the app. They don't need to be on social media. Because anytime you start taking things too personal and you talking about getting other people involved that don't need to be involved, there's certain concerns going on, and I understand that, but oh no. I think me doing all that time in prison changed my mind about certain shit about life. Life keeps lifing. And I don't mean to cut anybody's wisdom, but life keeps lifing. And you got to move in a certain direction. Just like yesterday, I left out of here about 3 o'clock in the morning. I didn't get to my destination until a little after 4 o'clock. So that was under the time I usually walk and make it to my destination. So I was moving pretty fast. I was feeling pretty good. You know what I mean? And then when I got to the office and I looked at who was sitting there, and I became automatically disgusted because it never really bothered me before, but it bothers me now. You know what I mean? To see what I'm seeing now, and this day after day, week after week, month after month, motherfuckers ain't moving, ain't shaking, ain't doing nothing for self. Being lazy. You know what I mean? They'll come to the job, they'll come to the office, they'll work, their little shift or whatever, but then there's no improvement, there's no growth. Half of these guys, when you look at them, they look defeated. A lot of them are living homeless on the street. Some live wherever they live. You can tell the difference when someone lives with someone or when someone lives on the street. Because you see the bags, you see the book bags, you see them sleeping in the lobby area. Not only that particular company, there was another company I went to earlier, I think the day before I went yesterday, and I saw the same thing. People sleeping, lounging in the lobby, in the wait area. I'm like, is this a tip service where you come to get a job, or this is a homeless shelter? I don't in a homeless shelter. I don't want to see anything that resembles a homeless shelter. Though them days are over. I can go back. I can revert back to those days because I'm not no better than nobody else. But in the meantime, I really don't want to fucking see it. I really don't want to fucking see it. It's just like if I'm sitting down and someone's talking about the penitentiary, I really don't want to hear it. I'm not there anymore. I'm not 221644. I'm Arabia Barbosa. Everyone calls me by my name. I don't have to get up 10:30 at night and stand for no fucking roll call. I don't have to get up 6:30 in the morning and stand for roll call. Those days are over. There is no control yard movement. There is no shoe program. In certain aspects, there's no shoe program. Mentally, there might be a shoe program in place because everything I do is like repetition. Repita. There's nothing new. And after Birdman died, oh no. Oh no. Can't get caught out there. I refuse to get caught out there. And I refuse to be someone's sucker. So those days are over. Those days are finished. So I can't really talk about anyone else. I can only tell my story. But the shit I'm seeing on this app in this sector is disgusting. Instead of people throwing stones and trying to discourage people that they so-called don't like, why not encourage those people? Why not lift them up instead of trying to tear someone else down? It takes a lot of energy to tear another person down. Trust me, I know. I know about my times on this YouTube streets, on this app, on this platform, in the sector, just constantly going after people, tearing people down, doing video after video after video about something. That becomes tiresome. That becomes tiring. And then the audience, they're all into it because they don't know which way this is going to turn out. They don't know if anyone is going to step off this app and meet the next person that they might be talking about, or that they're slandering, or that they throwing rocks at, or slinging mud at. You don't know who you're going to meet off of this fucking app. Be very careful with your words. That's my advice to any YouTuber. Be very careful with your words. Hey, Triple S. Thank you for coming in. So shout out to Tamika. Shout out to Triple S. I see the chat. I'm looking at the chat. I'm reading the chat. And we got some ghost watchers. Shout out to my ghost watchers. I am a ghost whisperer. Yo, Triple S, I love your videos. Love, love, love. Yo, you make my day. You make me laugh. That shit be funny as hell. The shit that you be putting down in your edits, yo, that shit be funny as hell. And nobody else does it like Triple S. I notice people be trying to copy her and bite her style and ride on your coattails, Triple S. I see your so-called competition coming, but there is no competition. They don't compare. They don't stand up. They can't compete, and they're not qualified. Half of these people that trying to drop edits or do anything, they're not even qualified. Some of their work looked like it was just thrown together. Not Triple S. Oh no, she takes time. I'm just waiting for her to do a little edit on me. That would be epic. Me wearing a baseball cap talking shit in the cartoon. Yo, that would be epic. Shout out to the chat. We got some talented people over here. Shout out to Thick Cut. He does his music drops still. Shout out to anyone that does the music drops and they do it with all their heart and their soul. Thank you for putting your heart and soul into your work. I appreciate it. If don't nobody else tell you, I appreciate it. I respect it. I salute it. I enjoy. Now, it takes a lot to make the BT1000 laugh in these days. But when I can look at some Triple S foot down, forget about it. I'm on the floor. I'll play it 10 million times. Shout out to the chat. I know that's right. Thank you so much. But we got a lot of stuff going on this app. You know, one of my fans just stopped working the other night. I just noticed that the other night. It was a fan that Birdman had bought me a couple of years ago. Now, I keep up with the fan. I maintain it, I clean it, all that. Man, that fan started working. I said, oh no, I don't feel like throwing it out. Let me go on the YouTubes and find a video on how to repair it. But it might be just time for me to replace that certain item. I mean, I got another one in the house. I got the air conditioner running. And a few more weeks, the air conditioner going to have to stop running because it's going to get cooler. We're having cooler weather now. So, you know, everything's just getting ready to be different. But I'm getting ready to get on that bus a few minutes to 6. So I know I gotta eventually get up and get myself ready and dressed and, you know, outside. You know what I mean? I can go live outside. I can go live on the bus. I can go live when I get to the office. You know what I mean? Shout out to the chat. Thank God I can go live. Thank God I can hit the button and go live. And I can go live when I want to. I can go live because I can. Shout out to my YouTube creators that invented that saying. Who was it? Sis? He used to always say, I can go live because I want to, or I can go live because I can. Then I heard Letitia say it. Then I heard myself say it. Then I heard other people say it. Shout out to Lester, the YouTube guy. Now I get mad with Lester when Lester don't go. That's why I'm like, yo, I don't even like Lester. Yo, when you go live and you get stuff going and you bring the truth about your feelings or about your thoughts or your opinion, I like to hear that as much as possible. Just like when Thaddeus go live. Shout out to both of these men. Shout out to Lester, the YouTube god. Shout out to Thaddeus. For those of you that are nuts, that not subbed up to them yet, sub up. Hit that subscribe button. Coco Tasso, the subscribe button for those two gentlemen. You know what I mean? We don't get enough of them. Shout out to Fats TV. Yo, he's been going live lately and I enjoy his videos. Shout out to him. Y'all go over there and sub up to Fats TV. Shout out to Will T. Y'all go over there and subscribe to him. Shout out to him. See, I'm not really angry with anyone on this app. I just be like, if you got something to say, say it. And sometimes you got to say it more than once. Sometimes you have to say it more than once. Because I'm so sick and tired of the Dr. Umars. Okay? I'm tired of them. You know, I'm tired of the KBs. You know? I encourage everyone that is not a part of the takeover to go live, and anytime they go live, to squeeze their numbers. That's just how I feel. And I encourage other people to do exactly what I think they should be doing with their YouTube channel. And I'm not right for doing that. I shouldn't tell anybody what to do. I'm not qualified, but I am an elder. Hey, Nick Lee, good morning. Good to see you. Shout out to everyone that's in my chat. Just reading the chat again. Because sometimes I become so passionate, I just actually close my eyes and don't see nothing. I see my eyelids. Forgive me. Forgive me for not reading the chat sooner. But shout out to everyone in my chat. Good morning. Good morning. I hope everyone has an awesome, safe day. Leave from home safe. Get home safe. Be aware of your surroundings. Enjoy the good times that you have now. Enjoy your family. Enjoy your friends. You know what I mean? I encourage people to enjoy what the universe has blessed them with. You know what I mean? Because me personally, I don't like to look at depressing things or things that are going to make me excited and angry. I don't like doing it. And for those two YouTube creators that's going at each other right now, I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't appreciate it. But I understand why they're doing reaction videos about each other. And sometimes certain arguments will last forever. It don't end well. And sometimes it will end quicker if other people just stay out of it. I remember when I used to come onto this YouTube app and I used to be like, this is the beef that never ends. It goes on and on. My friend, some people knowing what it was and they'll continue beefing forever just because. And sometimes it's necessary just to not say anything, but it's hard for me not to shout out those names and for me to talk my shit about what they're doing, because I don't agree. I disagree, and I'm unhappy, but there's nothing I can do. So, only thing I can let them know is I don't like it. I don't like it. And move on. I know that's right, Nick Lee. But it's good to see everyone in my chat. I want to say good morning, everyone. I'm closing out this video. So I'm hoping that if I go live or go and, well, I'm not going to go live anytime soon anymore today. At least I don't think so. I might not. And if I don't see you in my chat, perhaps I'll see you in someone else's chat or when you go live. Shout out to Highly Favored. I don't know when she getting ready to go live, but I want everyone to go over there and sub up to Highly Favored. She'll be going live soon. I just don't know when. We got to give her space. Oh my goodness. This YouTube streets are changing. And they're changing very quickly. We got to be aware of the good and the bad. I can't be here and be laughing and talking all day or coming out here crying. Sometimes it's all about acceptance. You accept the things you can change and accept the things you cannot change. Things you have no power over. You have to accept that. You know what I mean? Some people don't believe in recovery. I do. And I have not had a drink in over a month. And I want to keep on continuing not doing it, not participating. Because as the days go by, I feel the urge to go and buy at least one. But I know that one will turn into two, it'll turn into three, it'll turn into five, then it'll turn into a whole suitcase, then it'll turn into running in and out of this apartment all night. And I don't feel like going through none of that. If I'm going to run in and out of this apartment, it need to be to get to a job. Instead of going to someone's store and putting certain kinds of poison in my body that's already fucked up my liver. My liver will never be the same again. And what did it? Who did it? I can't blame nobody. I got to look in the mirror and say, you did it. I did it. I did it. I don't want to continue no further with the foolishness. So I had to stop, and I have to stay stopped as long as I possibly can. As long as I possibly can. Because we don't want to be in here and have a misadventure. Because that can happen too. You know. And I can admit it today. My name is Arabia, and I'm an alcoholic. But I'm trying to get into this recovery, and I'm trying to be who I truly am. And I'm not perfect. I'm an imperfect person. That's the only thing I can say. I'm what the universe created me to be. Not everything about me did the universe create. There was other factors that did that too, but I'm looking at all that now. And that's what recovery is all about. Sometimes you got to work them steps in your mind and in your heart before you could go anywhere else. It's got to be a genuine effort for recovery from alcoholism. And living that way is like terrible. It's almost like you got to live a secret life. You know what I mean? The only one that really knew about my drinking like that was Birdman. And he helped feed the addiction. Now he's not here to feed it, help feed it. And I'm looking at myself and I said, oh my God, I got the dope fiend mentality. I got the dope fiend ways. I know it's dry right now, but I don't need it to turn wet. Because it turning wet can turn to something else. And I ain't got no time in nobody jail, nobody hospital, and in nobody's cemetery. Not right now. Not now. I don't need no cemetery. Because that might be the next step. Because I see people get clean and sober off a certain substance, and then when they go back, they're not here no more. They died spiritually, mentally, long time ago, and then their physical dies. It passes away. And there's nothing you can do. Live with the hurt. Live with the disappointment. Let me close out this video before I start crying. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. I'm out of here. Y'all have an awesome day. Peace. Uncle L, lovely. Shout out to everyone that came in. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm sorry I didn't see you right away, but when I get passionate, the eyes close and I can't see nothing but the eyelids. But I thank you from the bottom of my heart, everyone coming in, everyone coming in. Y'all have an awesome day. Yeah, peace. Thank you. Not worth it. Thank you.